Nice. What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? Okay, sick. Okay, first of all, Cindy, appreciate it. I don't think it's overhyped. I think everything you're saying is 100% right, and you can add some more next. No, I'm just kidding. So, guys, I want to today do something very special. That you guys know that I'm a trading fanatic. I love to trade. I trade every day. I trade every market. I trading is just my thing, right? And who would have guessed if you think about that we are building the largest community, trading community, in network marketing, right? Obviously, some networkers or many networkers in other network marketing companies, they don't even know how to spell trading. So I think it's insanely important, and that's why we call TPR, right? That we bring and teach and mentor the best traders in the community in this space, right? Yeah, I'll just gonna click on record.
Recording in progress.
Now everyone just has to click on yes. Okay. So I know for a fact, obviously, that the TPR produces the best traders in the let's say in the trading network marketing space. Okay, and I trade every day. I love trading, and I wanted to make a call where I give you guys first of all a little present, a little update to what I found out, because obviously trading is not only being on the markets, but it's also checking what the markets are doing, what is happening, what are some new products in the trading world that can benefit people, right? So I already teased it a little bit yesterday on the 2 minute weekly message. Hopefully you guys saw it in the chats. I posted a small recording, and I'm going to continue to do this for maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, just like a little, let's say 2 minutes overview of what I'm doing right now, what is happening, what is working, right? And then I want to give you guys a little bit of my, let's say, trading secrets, okay, on how at the end of the day you can break the trading matrix, because I think the trading matrix is like any other endeavor in life, right? There's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot of yappa yappa, there's a lot of rara, there's a lot of, let's say, common things that people say that is completely wrong. And now, after, let's say, 7 or 8 years daily trading, okay, I trade since 7 or 8 years every day, obviously on the weekends too, crypto especially, right? I educate myself around trading every day while I'm building this business. Obviously, sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes I trade more, sometimes I trade less, but I do basically everything in the trading market. And after 7 or 8 years, I definitely found out a lot of things that I think many people do wrong in trading. And if I would have had a mentor that would have taught me these things, I would have been very, very grateful. So I want to do that for you today. And then on top of that, I have a lot of very good insights into the markets, in crypto, in projects, in trading, brokers, and so on. And I kind of know what the dirty stuff is that they do and how we can, at the end of the day, go around it, right? Because you guys need to understand that trading, investing, at the end of the day, is you against the brokers, you against the big markets, or the market makers, in the sense, the big players, the countries, the banks, and so on, okay? And they make money. It's like in a casino, right? It's maybe a stupid example to say it's like in a casino, because then people say, oh yeah, trading is like a casino. No, it's not. You still have a higher probability to win than in a casino, right? But in the casino, who wins always? It's the house, right? It's a certain percentage that is increased for them. It's 51%, 1% more, and that's enough for them to always win, right? Most of the times, obviously. So that's kind of like the same thing in the market. So you guys are getting, let's say, fucked over. I cannot say different if you don't know these things. Okay, so that's very important. That's in every area of life, right? It's not the trading thing, it's everywhere like that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about these things right now. It may be a little bit more technical, it may be a little bit more tradey today, in the sense of how deep we're gonna go into it. Will try to do it as easy as possible, right? But I want to do some good stuff. Okay, so if you guys are ready, put a yes in the chat, give me a thumbs up, and then we can go into the charts, and obviously first into the present, because I always say no problems, presents. Okay, so if you guys cannot give me problems, you can only give me presents. Okay, perfect. So I'll switch over and share my screen with you guys. So first of all, the very first important thing is that TPR partnered up with a broker that is called Tech Markets. Okay, and for the ones that already saw it yesterday, really good, because now you know what's up. For the people that did not see it, okay, I'm going to explain it now. And it's going to be in the onboarding the next couple of days. After this call, I'm going to send every link. Okay, so don't ask about the links. I'm going to send every link about the websites, about what we talked today, afterwards, in all of the chats. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so first of all, I want to announce again the partnership with Tech Markets. Tech Markets comes from a very well-known CEO in the trading space that first, before Tech Markets, was the CEO and founder of Cortana. Cortana was a funded trading company. And as you guys might know, in trading and in CFD trading, what we do, and CFD stands for contract for difference, right? So we trade the difference of the market, okay? Up and down. These are important things to understand, okay? CFD is contract for difference. And in the CFD space, or in the trading space, in the Forex trading space especially, there's always been one model on how to trade, okay? Model number one is you open a broker account, okay? You deposit money onto the broker account, you trade that money, okay? Done. The second one, which over the last 2 years became very, very famous and popular, was the so-called funded trading, okay? Funded trading means you make an account with a funded company, a funded trading broker, okay? And then they basically sell you a demo account. And if you pass 2 challenges originally, okay, challenge 1, you need to hit the objective of making 7 to 10% in a certain time period. There's a max drawdown, so a max loss that you can have on your account. And if you pass these 2 challenges, they said you get a real money account, or your account, your demo account is backed by real money, which never really happened. But it doesn't matter, because the cool thing about funded trading was you spend $500 on a, let's say, $100,000 account, and you keep 70, 80, 60, 50, something like that % of the profit. Okay, that is funded trading. Now the problem with funded trading is that it was an unregulated space. Okay, and since it was an unregulated space, a lot of companies did a lot of bad things. Okay, I won't want to say they scam people, but since there were no regulations, and that's why regulation is so important. Some people say, oh no, new regulations, and oh no, they're regulating crypto more. No, it's important. It is important for regulations to happen, because the bad guys can use it to do bad things to people, to ordinary people, right? And that's kind of what happened a lot in the funded trading space with my Forex funds and whatever they all called, right? They all bankrupt or basically scammed, or they stopped paying out and blah, blah. So the funded trading space is very, let's say, talked negative about, and no one really wants to push it anymore, because there's some good companies like FTMO, right? There's a good company like Martin's company, the Funded Peak, even though it's a very new company, right? And it also had struggles, as you guys might know. Struggles in the sense of now with all of the regulations kicking in, it is getting difficult in the space to maintain a MetaTrader license, right? The MetaTrader, the app that you use, right? It's a Russian company or somewhere East European company, or like just, I think it's a Russian company. And obviously then they don't want to have ties with America, and all of this bullshit is happening in the world. So it's a lot that goes into this, okay? Some people on the surface level, you're like, oh, why is this happening? Oh, it has reasons, and there's a lot of things. But what I'm trying to say is that there's normal deposit accounts, there's funded trading, which got very, very difficult because funded trading is getting more regulated. The meta quotes, the MetaTrader, they don't want to work together with funded companies anymore because they scam people a lot, right? So TPR went a little bit further back and kept waiting on what is the market doing, right? So we didn't really promote funded trading anymore. We stopped the funded trading automation, which worked very good for some time, and then we had also issues. So it is mostly not even about the trading or how good you're in trading, how many percentages you do. It's more about finding the right trustworthy platform that you can use to trade, that keeps your money safe and actually does what it does, okay? Now tech markets, and that's why I partnered up with the CEO, because I met him here in Dubai, and he told me about a new concept. And the new concept is called leverage trading, in the sense of you can deposit, okay? It's a hybrid model in between funded and real money account. So you can go into the platform and deposit $1,000, for example, and you get $10,000. So you trade with $10,000 and you keep 100% of the profit, but there's one rule, which is the 10% max drawdown rule, okay? So I'm gonna explain it again by logging into the platform and then showing you guys, okay? So if I get into my brokerage account right now with Tech Markets, okay? As you can see here, you can open your account. The link is in the onboarding, and again, after this, we will send it into the video and everything, okay? You can, at the end of the day, just click on accounts, okay? And then you do your KYC, and then you can have these leveraged accounts, okay? So what does it mean for you? It means for you guys, you can deposit $50 in crypto or international wire, okay? And when you purchase the 500 leverage account, now you're gonna get MetaTrader 5 details on your email, where now you're not trading with $50, you're actually trading with $500, okay? And you keep 100% of the profit that you make on the $500. There's only one rule, and the rule is you cannot have more than 10% drawdown, okay? Because if you have more than 10% drawdown, you lose the account, okay? So yes, it is riskier, but you're also trading with 10 times more money. So it is like funded, but just better than funded, and you keep 100% of the profit. So it's like funded trading, but you keep 100% of the profit, and you're instantly funded. Do you know what I mean, guys? So the same with $1,000. So for example, you put $100, now you trade with 1K, okay, and you keep the profit of 1,000. You deposit $1,000, okay, so you have 50, you have $100, $200, $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $2,500, $3,500, $5,000, and $10,000, okay? So with 10,000, you would trade, for example, 100,000 account, and you keep 100% of the profit. Now, I did, obviously, the test, right? I deposited 1,000 US dollars, okay, sorry, here, this one. I deposited 1,000 US dollars, and now I'm trading a 10K account, okay? And I will just show you guys very quickly. So I will just log into my phone and then share my MetaTrader with you guys, because finally Apple has this feature. It's pretty sick. Okay, so you guys can see my phone. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. So I can go into my MetaTrader 5, right? And as you can see, for example, here, Miguel V's Tech Markets, okay? And I have the $10,000 account, okay? So I'm already sitting at 11,000. I currently have my trades open. Today's Sunday, so they're all frozen besides the Bitcoin one. But as you can see, I put $1,000, I get a $10,000 account, okay? And then I can trade with the $10,000. All the profit that I make, I can 100% take it out, okay? There's no restriction. 100% of the profit is yours. Now, the only thing you need to be careful of is, again, the 10% drawdown, which means always keep the equity in mind, okay? So how do we calculate that? If I have $10,000 and I can only have 10% drawdown, so from $10,000, 10% is 1,000 or equals $1,000, right? So $10,000 that I have initially minus $1,000 means $9,000. I cannot go below $1,000, because if I go below $1,000, it means at the end of the day, what? That I'm losing the account, the initial balance, everything, okay? So obviously it is sick to have, but you have to have the right risk management. So I would recommend this, you know, if you're not so good in trading, maybe you can do a $50 account, right? It's better, you put $50 and you trade with 500, it's better anyways. But be rest assured that if you go below the 10% drawdown, so on $500, 10% is $50, okay? So if you go below $50, you lose the $50 initial investment, okay? But it's anyways better to start and learn trading, do these things with a $50 or $100 account, because you're trading with 10 times more, but you're only risking 1/10 of it. Does it make sense? So what I'm trying to say is, I would not recommend this maybe for someone that is completely new, or wants to learn trading. Maybe do a normal account, maybe do especially demo trading account. But once you're a little bit more comfortable with trading and you actually know what risk management is, and you're using the lot size, you know, the lot size calculator and these things, you can do that, then maybe you should head over and do something like that. Again, the link is going to be in the onboarding. The links I'm going to send afterwards, and the next day it's going to be in the onboarding. If not, scroll up a little bit in the chat. You are in Telegram, and check the 2-minute message that I did, where I also put in the link and all these kind of things, okay? And yeah, so that's basically it. So let me just check the chat right now if someone has questions about that. Risk management is very important. Yeah, always. So no challenge demo phase. Correct. It's just like instant fun. It's like, again, it's a hybrid model. So if you have questions, put them in the chat now. We finish this and then we swap over to the educational part. Okay. So challenge demo phase, it's like it's a hybrid model, right? It's a hybrid model in between funded trading and real money, okay? Where you don't have the downside, where you have to share your profit, you keep 100% of the profit, but obviously you have to be very careful with the risk, because at the end of the day, the broker also is to make money, right? So be smart about that. The most important thing, more than capital, yeah, okay, that makes sense. When can you take profits out? I mean, instantly. Basically, yeah. So you can take your profits out. Your initial balance stays for 30 days. Okay, it's a good question. I forgot about that. So besides the 10% rule, there's only one more rule, and the rule states that the $1,000 that you deposited, so the money, the first money that you deposited, the $50, the $100, doesn't matter. Initial deposit can only be withdrawn after 30 days. Okay, but the profits can be withdrawn right away. As you can see right now, guys. If I would close all positions right now, okay, so I would click on close profit, which I cannot because it's Sunday, but let's say it's Monday right now. I close everything. Now my balance would be $11,368 US. So I can pay out $1,368, my whole profit. You understand? 100% of the profit. There's no cut, no split, nothing. So I put in $1,000. I can already take out the $1,000 profit that I have right now. Because as you can see, my balance is 11,000 because I traded, as you can see here, 10,000. I had one SL hit, I had one profit, I had one stop loss, one take profit, and the other ones are on profit. But right now my balance is 11,000. So I can take out $1,004. Does it make sense? When do you withdraw all profits with a 1K account? Does it go back to 1K? No, it stays. So if you withdraw the initial $1,000, not the profit, the initial $1,000, okay? Then yes, then obviously you lose the accounts, right? Does it make sense? So my profits, easy. My profits, I can take out profit. The initial balance that I put on the account to get the 10 times more, if I take that out, then obviously I lose the account, right? Because the deal with the broker is you put $1,000, they give you 10 times more. But if you put away, you take away the initial $1,000, then they don't let you trade anymore, obviously, with the account, right? Because, I mean, yeah, doesn't make sense. Okay. I just wait a couple of seconds and take a sip of my mango juice or whatever this is, and I wait if there's still a couple of questions because I want to make sure you guys understand it because it's an insane opportunity. I buy $50 account with 1,000 and make 500. Can I only withdraw 500? Yes. What? I buy $50 account with 1,000 and make 500. Can I only withdraw 500? Yes. No. So if you buy a $50 account, you get 10 times more, right? So you get $500. Okay. And now let's say on the $500, you make 10% profit, which would be $50. Okay. Now the $50, it's okay. We just use it as an example. The $50 I can take out. It's my profit. Every profit is mine, 100%. But if I take out the initial, which you can after 30 days, but that also means your account is going to be closed. So this would work no matter where you are. This is everywhere besides US. Sorry US, but you guys never works. US is just like too heavy on regulations. US doesn't work. It works everywhere, but it doesn't work in the US. You need to understand that in the world of brokerage, there's US and then there's the rest of the world. It's always separated, okay? So no, US doesn't work, unfortunately, guys. For you guys, you can continue to use the sway markets. You guys can continue to use FTMO, the regulated prop trading companies, and so on. So Aziz was asking something very smart, which I'm going to talk about afterwards, which is like, what is the education you guys should take? All of the things I will talk about in a second. Okay, so just drop a yes in the chat if you understood it, and drop a no in the chat if you don't understand it. Is this available for Canada? I will ask again, but most likely Canada also not, because Canada, like North America, I said it wrong. I said US, but normally it's North America, which doesn't allow the flow. But for Canada, I will ask again, no problem. But US, definitely not. Is this accessible to Costa Rica? If Costa Rica is not in the US, then sí, señorita. Mitch needs to understand how good Apple is. That's true. I don't know what ongoing beef the traders in Australia have. I'm getting invited into random Telegram groups, into random Instagram groups where people of our community beef each other on trading. So I'm definitely gonna, when I come to Australia in November, I have to have some talks with you guys about the ongoing beef here in the trading community. I don't know what you guys are doing all the time, bro. Okay, crystal clear. Yes, thank you. Okay, perfect. Another question. I'm not going to Brisbane, sorry. Okay, then that's very unfortunate because you should definitely come. Mitch needs to look. It's not a flex, okay? But Apple is better. But why not have both? I just have both. I have an Android and I have an Apple. Why not have both? Makes more sense, right? So I guess both phones are sick. I love the Samsung's Z Fold, or no, the Samsung, I don't even know what the fuck it's called. This one that you open like this, then it's a tablet. That's fucking sick to trade. I use it only for trading. So I have an Android phone just for trading, and I have my iPhone for business. I guess it depends on what you want to do. But in life, it's not this or that. You can have both if you want to. So just have both. How can we sign up? Okay. So you guys can go into wherever chat you are. Okay. You guys can go into the TPR Global News chat. Okay. And you scroll up a little bit and you will see this video of me. Okay. And then it says message of the week. You can also type it in and search. Okay. If you didn't know on Telegram, you can search things. So I can just put in message of the week. Okay. And in this video, there's going to be the English explanation, the German explanation, and the broker link. You guys need to use the broker link because if not, you don't have the same offering. So you cannot access these accounts. Okay. Because it's only for TPR right now. Nice. And make sure to check the value channel. I was playing a video before that because I'm really busting my ass for this shit. Like I'm literally sweating like a piece of shit when I record these videos for you guys. So make sure that, you know, you like check it out because everything I talk about on my value channel, right, or my main channel is about network marketing and trading. So investing, trading, network marketing. Even if I don't say network marketing or trading, all the learnings come from network marketing, from trading. And I started to do this. Why? Because first of all, I wanted another challenge in my life, right? I want to build a big YouTube channel, but also I have so many teams. Did you guys actually see what is happening in TPR right now? Like, did you guys realize that bro, I see flyers all over the fucking world with different flags. I don't even know where these countries are. So TPR is immensely growing and expanding. We're having everywhere teams in Serbia, obviously in France and all the colonies and bro, I don't even know. Like I get flyers left, right, and center in all of these languages and whatever, right? So I'm confused. We have so many countries. So I did this YouTube channel because we have so many teams, and the YouTube is for me a way how I can train everyone. Doesn't matter if they have a rank, not a rank, doesn't matter where they come from, doesn't matter which time zone. I can just record videos and train everyone with that, okay? But with that being said, guys, let's go over. Is there a limit on how many accounts we have? No, you can have as much as you want. How many people are in the TPR altogether? So TPR and IBA is one team. So from my organization, TPR and IBA is one team. And we are somewhere in between 5,000 to 6,000 depending. Active members, obviously, monthly. What app do you use for trading? Okay, so I don't see any questions anymore about that. If then just put them in the chat. We're just gonna swap over. Okay, so what do I use for trading? What is my daily trading setup? Number one, I have an account with Tech Markets. I have other accounts, but the one account that I'm trading right now is this one. Okay, what else do I use on a daily basis? I use okay, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I use this. Wait, I want to have this here. Don't mess with me, bro. I use a trading journal, which is a very bougie one. You don't need that. It's called TradeZella, okay? So what I'm trying to teach you guys for trading. So first we talk about what do I use to trade, all the apps, all the things, all the smart ideas, and then we go into the markets, okay? So obviously I use Tech Markets account, FTMO, the Funded Peak, or broker account with Multibank. These are the brokers. Everything is on the onboarding anyways about that. I would not use a broker that I don't know personally the CEO of, or I know the people. Tech Markets, I know the CEO. Multibank, I know most of people there, and I met the CEO, so like I'm connected with these people. It's good to control where your money is and your community is, right? Because if you guys have a problem, I can go to these brokers and say, hey, you know, like what's wrong with you guys? Don't fuck up my people, you know, and then they can, you know, do something. But if it's a broker I have no connections to, I cannot do anything, obviously. Okay, so it's important, as in business and anything in life, do it with the people that you know and trust and you know have a relationship with. So then I use a trading journal. So what I'm trying to say here is, again, you don't need that, but what helps me a lot is if I go into a trade, I have my trading journal, and you can get just like a notebook from Walmart or like, I don't know, whatever, like shop and just on Amazon and buy a normal black notebook or whatever you want, right? And then have 5 confirmations. Okay, write down 5 confirmations. Why are you entering the trade? So I don't enter a trade if these 5 confirmations are not there. And I will talk about them later, what these 5 confirmations are. But you need to remind yourself, in the sense of remind yourself and check, why am I entering this trade right now? Okay, is the system saying yes? How is my mindset? And I talk about them later, but I use a trading record on one time because I always check what my 5 main criteria are for me to enter the trade, and I journal my trades. Okay, so you have a trade journal over here, okay? And then you can just go into it, for example, and then I journaled, for example, here the gold trade, okay? And I just like, if the trades are easy and it's obvious, then I just say, for example, close since I saw too much support after NFP. We had the NFP, the market news on Friday. So I closed this trade, and I always include a screenshot of my analysis, and then I say why I entered and all of these things, right? So I keep track. It's like I'm journaling. Why is that important? Because in trading in life, what you track will grow. Understand this. It's one of the most important sentences. What you track will grow. So I track my growth and I write down these things. So after you did a trade, either it's hit stop loss or take profit, or you close it, then please journal about it. Why did you do it? Now the problem is with a physical notebook that you obviously cannot take screenshots and put the chart in. It's better to go back in the trade and say, okay, what was actually happening there? I can just open it, right? So maybe just use the Notes app, use a Word document, use something digital. It's okay. You don't need TradeZella because there's actually a monthly subscription on it or like a yearly subscription. If you are profitable trading, then you can use it because it will better your trading for sure. And it has all of these bougie dashboard and stuff and shows you your trading days, and it's like a trading record, okay? But just journal. That's number one, journal. So number one is have the right broker, right? Number two is journal, okay? What else do I use every day? I use obviously the CBFX lot size calculator, okay? The lot size calculator is for risk management, okay? So here you can choose the pair. So let's say, for example, EURUSD. Okay, you type in the pair that you want to trade or the trade idea. When you get a trade idea in the group, you choose the currency of your account, mostly US dollars, and then you type in the stop loss. Okay, so for example, let's say the stop loss is 40 pips. Okay, my account balance, for example, on this account is $10,000. Okay, and then I just click on risk 1%. So I would not recommend anyone to increase their risk more than 1%. No need. Okay, so especially if you trade with the tech markets, with the leverage accounts, don't go over 1%, right? Never go over 1%. Maybe do 0.5, do 1%, okay? I always trade everything with not everything, but I trade Forex with 1% always, okay? And then I just click on calculate and it's gonna tell me the lot size for my MetaTrader, okay? So with 40 pips on euro dollar on $10,000, right? I'm gonna use the lot size of 0.25. The lot size, and I'm trying to make it not too easy and not too hard, so I kind of get everyone here, but the lot size obviously is this thing here, okay? That's my risk. So 0.25, for example, okay, is gonna say 1% risk of my $10,000 account, okay? So I use the CBFX lot size calculator. There's many, but I use this one. Then what I always use is FX Street. Oh, sorry, no, that's FX Factory. So I always use FX Factory, okay, where I have the calendar. So it tells you what it's gonna happen, okay? The news are always marked by gray, yellow, orange, and red. Now, I don't really care about news besides the red ones, okay? The red ones, for example, on Monday, we don't have any red news. On Tuesday, we have GBP climate count change. Who cares about that? But yeah, whatever. It's a red news, okay? So it's gonna impact when it's red. It means it might likely, or the most likely, gonna have a big impact on the GBP trading pairs, okay? Then, for example, we have on Tuesday CAD, Canadian dollar, CPI, CPI, PPI, and no only CPI. So we have CPI monthly, the median, trimmed. So these are all CPIs, like very important, because now here the cool thing about Forex Factory is you can click here, and it's gonna tell you what it is, right? So Statistics Canada, that's where it comes from, okay? Why traders care? Consumer price account for majority of overall inflation. So these are CPI, are the inflation percentages, right? So as you can see, for example, September 17th was the last time they said previously 2.4. Forecast was 2.2 and it went to 2.3. So it went down by 0.1, not 1.1%, right? So that means that's good for the economy, for this Canadian economy, right? It's not a lot, but it's still positive. So that means the Canadian dollar is gonna go up. So here comes one of my very first secrets in trading, okay? For the ones that understand it, oh good. For the ones that don't understand it, write it down. You will understand it one day. Don't underestimate the currency indexes, right? And the news that affect them if a currency goes up and down. Some of you guys only look at euro dollar as the chart, but you don't look at euro individually and dollar individually, what their indexes are saying. And the indexes represent the strength of the currency. What I mean by that is if I go into trading view, okay, if I go into trading view, I mark down here all the indexes for the currencies that are important. So there's the DXY. The DXY is the dollar currency index. Okay, so it shows me how strong is the dollar. Now on Friday, last Friday we had NFP news, and for the people that watch my updates, I do weekly market updates on another YouTube channel, but you can check that out. So on Friday we had positive news, right? Positive news for the US dollar currency. That's why we have this increase. Since 2022, it's the highest increase that we ever had in the dollar, 2.6%, okay? Now think about it. Dollar index goes up. What does it mean for us? If we, for example, trade euro dollar. And I know for some of you it's like, bro, what the fuck is he talking about? I understand, but for some of you guys, you're like, okay, this gets interesting, okay? So if dollar index, and excuse my English, guys, if dollar goes up, okay, like it did, what is the impact for euro dollar then? Does it go up or not? If dollar index goes up. Shouldn't be buying euro dollar smart? Isaac, yeah. So we sell euro dollar most likely. But before we sell euro dollar, we need to check what is the euro index doing, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the euro index and I'm going to check the euro index. And the euro index is actually surging. It's going down, right? So now for me, I can go into the euro dollar trading pair and see what the chart says. And we're going to do this together. And that's why I traded euro dollar, right? So I go into euro dollar. As you can see here, running trades, these are all my open positions in crypto stocks and so on. And look what happened. Euro dollar goes down. Why is that? Because while the dollar index goes up and the euro index goes down, our question in trading, and that's what most people, basic things most people don't understand. If I say euro dollar, okay, euro USD, okay, and let me make this bigger. Hey. Let me make this here. Okay, so if I say euro dollar, okay, what does it mean? What does euro dollar mean? We are trading euro and dollar, but what does it mean? What is a logical sentence we can make out of this for our logic to understand what is happening? And I'm going to wait in the chat what you guys say. Euro dollar. What does it mean? Maybe it's easier if I tell you that euro dollar is currently at 1.09750. So what 1.9? $1.9, 1.9 euros. How many euros do I need for the dollar? How many dollars do I need for the euro? What is the why? What is the question here? What is euro dollar telling us? Am I too stupid to formulate the question, or you guys really don't know what euro dollar means? So if euro dollar goes down, as it does, what does it mean? Why is it going down? It's both of them. There's euro and dollar in it. But how much of what are we getting for 1.09? So if I travel to America today and I have euros and I'm going to exchange it, how much dollar am I going to get? Or opposite? You know what I mean? That is the question. So when you see a trading pair, okay, when you see a trading pair, you always take the second part, the second currency. Okay, so always take the second currency, okay, and start with the second currency, okay, and then it says how much USD, which is the second currency, okay, second, how much USD do I need to get 1 euro? Okay, does it make sense? So if we, for example, take gold, let's do it a little bit easier. Let's say USD CAD, okay? Can someone formulate a sentence into the chat if I say USD CAD? So what does it mean? How much Canadian dollar do I need to get $1? Makes sense, right? So how much US dollar do I need to get €1 right now? 1.097, that's the current price. Why did we need less US dollar? Why is it going down? Why do we need less US dollar? Because the dollar index went up. The currency index, it became stronger. And the euro index became less worth. So it's either the euro goes up or goes down, or it's both of them fluctuate, right? And they go into the opposite direction, which then is more positive for us. So here comes the second secret, which is I don't look for the charts, I look for the indexes. And if the indexes do what I want, then I trade the currency. Okay? Same with gold. That's why I sold gold. Because when we talk about gold and dollar, if we talk about gold and dollar, what is the sentence here? Put it in the chat. How much of what do we need to get what? What is 2.653? 2,653. What is it? What does it mean? What do you mean by the currency index? That's what I just showed. Here, you can add the currency indexes on TradingView. DXY is the dollar index, AXY is the Australian index, BXY is the British pound index, the Canadian dollar currency index, the EXY is the European, then we have the JXY, which is the Japanese, we have the SXY, which is the Swiss franc, we have the CXY, which is the New Zealand. So these are the indexes. The indexes show if the currency, the value of the currency is going up or down. So this chart tells me, if, as you can see now, as it went up a lot, is that the dollar is gaining in worth. It's more increasing. You know what I mean? So as he's saying, how much US dollar do I get one gold? Okay. So here it is. How much US dollar do I need to pay to get? It is an ounce. I'm pretty sure it is an ounce. The 2000. Yeah, it's an ounce, right? Yeah, it should be an ounce. So that's like, okay, so 1 ounce, I think 33.3 grams per gold, something like that, right? So currently, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but currently we need 2,653 US dollars to get 1 ounce of gold. 1 OZ gold. Yeah, so it's 1 ounce of gold, and 1 ounce is 33 grams. Okay, so I was right. So that means at the end of the day, you need to check I check, you don't need to, but I trade with the indexes, because I'm not just gonna go into a chart and use the SK system, which by the way, what was Aziz asking, it is what Aziz was asking, is that if you learn and you want to understand this better, you need the fundament of the SK system. So you need to go onto the university, you need to complete the basics, and then you just study the SK system for the next years. If you really want to understand this, that's the honest thing, you know? I trade SK. But I don't only trade SK in the sense of I combine it. You need to understand the markets. You need to understand what is actually happening. The news, which is number 1. The indexes, which is number 2. So I trade more by the indexes and check the indexes if it makes sense for me to buy or sell. That's why I have so many profitable trades, right? My AD CAT trade, for example, a swing trade, is currently immensely in profit. My GBP Swiss franc, immensely in profit. USD CAT going into profit, right? So, okay, another thing. Why am I buying USD CAT here? Not only because I have an entry with the SK system, but why does it make sense to buy USD CAT? What does USD CAT mean? How much Canadian dollar do I need to get 1 US dollar? How many Canadian dollar do I need to get, or do I need to bring to get 1 US dollar? So what just happened to the US dollar index? What we just said, it went up. So it means I need more Canadian dollar, because which currency is stronger? The US dollar is the strongest currency, and then there comes the euro, and then there comes this, and then there comes this, right? So you have to always look about dollar and euro. So if they move, all the pairs with euro and dollar included, they start to move. But they have priorities. Does it make sense? I'll give you another tool which you can also use, which I also use to just make sure it makes sense, which is called currency strength meter. So the currency strength meter shows me how strong the currency is. And as you can see, US dollar, very strong. British pound, very strong, right? Euro, pretty strong. AUD, weak. JPY, weak. Swiss franc, very weak. NZD, very weak. CAD, strong. NOK, no interest in these ones, okay? So CAD, NZD, Swiss franc, JPY, AUD. Okay, so NZD, Swiss franc, AUD, JPY, very weak. So let's not look at the charts. Let's just look at this thing. And I ask you the question, you tell me if it goes up or down. Okay, and I know for some people you're just too new, you're like, I don't understand. It's okay. I also have to kind of give you guys the basics, but I also want to talk a little bit to the people you're on a Zoom call that want to, you know, understand some more stuff, okay? Okay, so let me make an example. I will ask you and you tell me just what is going to happen, okay? So I pick two currencies and you tell me what is going to happen just by you seeing the strength, okay? So we're going to take Australian dollar, AUD, okay, and Canadian dollar. Up or down? What happened in the past? If you see the strength, if we see the AUD is very low and Canadian dollar is a little bit high, like higher, not the highest, but high. So what happened? What is the question? Write down the question first in your mind. I always do that. I do it every day. If I see a chart, I always say, how much AUD CAD? Okay, how much, what do I need to get what? I want someone to put it in the chat. How much of what? So we have AUD CAD, right? So it's like the primary and the base. So AUD CAD. So the question is, AUD CAD. Okay, so what do? We write it down. Write it down mentally or write it down physically if you need to. AUD CAD means we take the second currency, Canadian dollar. So the question is, how much Canadian dollar do I need to give to get 1 Australian dollar? How much Australian dollar currency do I need to... I said AUD CAD, right? Or did I say... Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It has to be AUD CAD. So some of you are still getting it wrong. How much Australian dollar currency do I need to convert into CAD? How much CAD? Okay, that's correct, Aziz. How much AUD do I need to get CAD? No. So again, guys, always very simple. Don't think about it. The second currency, AUD CAD, the second currency is is the currency you start with. How many Canadian dollars do I need to say it? I do it every time. There's no shame. Before I enter a trade, I always sit there, stand there, whatever I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, how many Canadian dollar do I need to get for 1 Australian dollar? Okay, and then I'm like, okay, how many Canadian dollar do I need to get for AUD? Now, if I look at Canadian dollar is strong. And I look at this chart and I say AUD is weak. So what is happening to AUD CAD? Most likely. Up or down? AUD CAD. I need how much Canadian dollar to get 1 Australian dollar? If AUD is very weak and Canadian dollar is very strong, is AUD CAD going up or down? I want a sentiment. It's random. Some people say up, some people say down. It's a mix. Okay, some more people say down. Okay, down, correct. So now let's go into the chart. I picked a chart that I didn't analyze and trade. I don't know about AUD CAD, but let's check it out, okay? So let's go into, and it might not see directly in the chart, okay? Because it's not, oh no, I'm trading AUD CAD. Fucking hell, sorry. So what do we see? Exactly what I said, down, right? AUD CAD going down. Is this AUD CAD? Yeah. So currently I need 0.92186 Canadian dollar to get 1 Australian dollar. Now if I would ask you guys which currency, which economy is bigger, the Australian or the Canadian one? Which has more impact? Okay, so that is important to know because we need to also understand that, for example, if Canadian dollar here in the chart, okay, if Canadian dollar is very low, but Australian dollar is very high, right? Or let's say Australian dollar is a little bit higher and Canadian dollar is a little bit low, then there might not be such a big impact. Okay, so as Hakan said, there's a buy entry here at 0.91. Okay, so now you understand why these markets actually move. Crazy that no one knew this. Okay, it seems like no one understood this. It's because of the indexes of the currency. So you can analyze and take the currency. So you can go on Trading View. You click on the bottom left, on the bottom left, bro, completely cooked. On the top left, on the plus, okay, and you put in AUD, for example. You put in DXY. That is the DXY is the US dollar currency index. Okay, you put in the EXY. That's the Euro currency index. Can I get a yes or no if you guys understood that? That's like something that most people don't understand, even though they trade since years. So it changed my trading game. Okay, so that's one of the secrets. Very basic, but most of the people don't get it. Very nice. Okay, so the next thing I use and I do is and that's gonna be very funny, but I use, it's called Admiral Markets Market Sentiment Indicator. Market Sentiment Indicator. What is a sentiment? And this is German, doesn't matter. There's also English ones. You can just put in market sentiment. But what does the word sentiment means? There's no wrong answer. Oh, there is actually, but not in the sense of there's whatever you like. Just put in the chat what you think you guys think about what the sentiment is. There's obviously wrong answers, but not as if I would take it in any bad way. Sentiment, you value it more. Okay, that's very good. Do we have more explanations for the sentiment? Value, yes. Let's say I say a sentence, okay? Amongst the Australian population, the sentiment is towards banning vapes. No fucking idea how I got this, but yeah. So what does it mean? More people, okay? More people are on the sentiment value, a very good explanation, or very good. Value it more that vapes are gonna get banned than not, okay? So what is the market sentiment? So let's say the market sentiment is 41 to 59 on euro dollar. What does it mean? Make a good sentence. Make a coherent sentence, like a sentence that makes sense. If I say euro dollar 51 red, 59 blue, what does it mean? Amongst the traders, 41% of people, you guys are just like lazy to type in the chat, huh? Lazy. Everyone is lazy. So check the euro dollar, this one, where my mouse is. So 41% of the people are short and 59% of the people are long. No, I already said it anyways. But I just want someone to type it into the chat. Amongst all traders, 41%. You guys are too slow. I just do it myself. Amongst all traders, 41% of people are short and 59% of people are long. Okay, that's it. 41% of people are shorting euro dollar. 59% of traders are longing euro dollar. Okay, let's go into gold. Amongst all traders, 63% of traders are shorting gold and 37% of people are longing gold. Very good, Veronica. Very good. Okay, so let's continue. USD JPY. 49% of people are short, 51% of people are long. So if you see this euro dollar, and we know what happened to euro dollar, and I say to you guys, most people lose in trading. How can this help us? The market sentiment. How can the market sentiment help us? Why am I using this? It's not a big impact in my trading, but I use it. Why would I use it if I tell you guys that 80% of traders lose money in the markets? Why would it be for me interesting to know on what side they are betting. Someone give me an advice on euro dollar, what I should do right now. So we can see what people value more. So we can see what their favorite is, yeah? But how can I now, I want to have a logic, sentence again, a logic advice to give you idea of what's going, where to hold onto, to see which one is growing stronger. Okay, so follow my mind. If I say 41% of people are short on euro dollar and 59% of people are long in euro dollar and 80% of people lose money in trading, which means they are wrong, right? What should I do in euro dollar right now? Should I sell or should I buy? It's not very hard to understand. It's two different variables that you need to analyze. If 80% of people lose money in trading and 41% of people are, okay, you guys understand it. Okay, you understand it. Very good. Okay, stop the chat and let's go into something else. Euro GBP. This is wild, okay? If 80% of traders lose money in trading and Euro GBP is 18% short and 82% buy, what should I do if I see the market sentiment? Buy or sell? If 18%, why buy? Why would I buy? If 82% of people are buying Euro GBP and 80% of people lose money, why should I follow these idiots? You know what I mean? Again, if 80% of people that trade Euro GBP, for example, they're gonna lose their money. That's the average, that 80% of people lose their money. It's the average. And right now, all the traders that trade Euro GBP, 82%, the majority, the absolute majority is buying. What should you do? Finally, selling. Why? Because 80% of people are wrong. So the sentiment, I use the sentiment to see if I see strong minorities or strong majorities, and I do the direct opposite. Let's do a very stupid example. If 80% of people walk left and they die, I'm not gonna follow them. I'm gonna go right. And that's how most of the times trading and investing is. I would even say that most of the times in life, if you do the direct opposite, not always, but most of the times, if you do the direct opposite of everyone else, then you're gonna be more successful because most people just lose. Okay? So if I see the sentiment where it's very strong, very, very strong, 82% of people are long, 18% are short, I would be very careful. Now let's check Euro GBP. Let's check Euro GBP and check what the market is doing. Oui. So how come that 80% of people are buying euro dollar and the market is going down? You know, it's like you just get shit on in trading, bro. It's so funny. It's so easy. Okay? You just see it here. They're buying. Now it works, right? So we say 80%. Where's the sentiment thing? 80%. Where is it here? 82% are long, right? And we would short because they are going long. We do the opposite. We short. What is the market doing? It's going short. Exactly as you guys said in the chat. 80%, so I'll do it one more time so you guys understand it on the chart. 80% right now, here, they are buying. What is the price doing? It's going down. So it's the direct opposite of the sentiment. Do you understand what I mean? Put a yes or no in the chat if you understand how you can use the sentiment. And I use the sentiment always to trade because it's just the direct opposite. The people just get shit on all the time. Because trading is not, yes, I follow everyone. Actually, it's the contrarian side of trading. You need to do the direct opposite. Okay? So if I am gonna open a trade in any market, I analyze it, and here are my 5 steps, and then we are done. Number 1, SK system. Okay, write it down. Number 1, SK system. Does the SK system give me a valid entry or a sell? If not, I'm not gonna even think about it. Okay, so I use the SK system. That's my very first confirmation. Okay. I'm gonna share my whiteboard and we're gonna write it down. Okay, and then we are done. I know it's a little bit over time, but we also started a little bit earlier. Okay. New whiteboards. Okay, so how does this work? Text. Okay, number 1. I need this bigger, please. Hey, don't mess with my. Hey. How can no teamwork here on this one. How can I turn this off? Everyone is messing with my. Okay, I don't know, but just don't put anything inside, please. Okay, so number 1. Bro, who can see this? I need bigger. Hey, stop messing on my whiteboard, guys, please. Okay, hey, blät. Okay, F off, guys, then we don't do it. Bye, ciao. No, just kidding, I'll do it somewhere else. Wait, okay, I'll do it on TradingView again. Fucking Zoom changes every day, bro, and then I pay fucking $300 and I can have 100 people, bro. What is this? Screen, okay. Okay, so now you guys cannot mess with it, okay? So, again, we write down the confirmations and we're done. Okay, so number 1, SK system, valid entry or valid entry. Okay, so if the SK system, so that's why you need to learn a system, a trading system, tells me yes or no, then I go into step number 2. It's not like just because the SK system tells me to sell or buy, I'm gonna sell or buy. Second one is, what do? I go into the indexes. Index, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Okay, so for example, dollar index, euro index, so they all end by XY. Okay, so Australian index, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so I told you guys about it. Okay, so number 1, SK system. Number 2, the indexes. Does it make sense if the SK system tells me to buy euro dollar and I go into the indexes? Does it reflect that? Okay, the third thing I do is news. Okay, I check the news. Are there news? What is happening? You know, does it look good for the dollar? Is there news that maybe could push dollar up? If you guys see my last market update that I did on a Monday, I predicted everything that's going to happen on a Friday. Because currently the whole market just makes sense. The indexes with the news, the setups, how gold is, like all of these things. If you combine all of these things, and that is why trading takes time. It's like a skill. You need to learn it. Okay, it just takes a lot of time to understand that because you need experience. The SK system is experience. You need to learn, understand and putting it all together, seeing the picture where other people don't see anything, and then you have news. If Iran has war with Israel with Lebanon, and all of these wars, what would everyone sell? Buy gold, buy gold. What does the market do? It sells off. So the market always shits on people. It just does the direct opposite because 80% of people lose. They need you to lose for them to make money. So you need to start to think like the banks, not like the people. Even though you're a normal person, you are a retail trader. You need to think the direct opposite, okay? So I use news and events, okay? Events, or let's say narratives, okay, to understand what makes sense. And I do the opposites most of the times. Most of the times. That's why I use what? The sentiment. Sentiment. And I do the direct opposite of the sentiment. So if it says euro dollar, 80% sell, okay, 20% buy, I do the opposite. If everyone is selling, I want to look for a buy entry because most people are wrong. That's an example, okay? Number 5, mental states or intensity of focus. This is a question that I ask myself every time before I enter a trade. I ask myself, Miguel, are you mentally ready and focused enough, and do you have enough time, and are you entering the trade? Okay, so I would say mental state, I never defined it in English, I only defined it in German, but here we are. So mental state, let's do it different. Mental state, we just put in focus, focus, and how do you say unbiased? No idea. Bias, no idea how to write this. Biased, unbiased, unbiased, whatever. I have no idea how to fucking write unbiased, but you know what I mean. Okay, so focused and unbiased. Let me see. It's probably completely wrong. Unbiased. No, okay, it's actually right. Cool. Should have a little bit more self-confidence. Okay, so unbiased opinion. That's very good. Opinion. Aziz, bro, you're a G. Opinion. Shukran. Unbiased opinion. Opinion. No. Opinion onion. Okay, so unbiased opinion means, am I entering the trade because I'm entering the trade, or am I entering the trade because someone told me about it? How many times did I fuck up accounts and I did wrong investments because someone called me like, bro, you need to check euro-dollar, you need to buy, blah, blah. I'm like, oh shit, let's go. No. I don't even follow Stefan Cussing's trading advice. When he tells me he's going to buy or sell something, many times I did the direct opposite of what he said. Not because he said it, but because I analyzed it and I was wrong and he was right, or I was right and he was wrong. Right? So there is no wrong or right. No one. It doesn't matter if it's Stefan Cussing, if it's me or not. You need to have a logical formulation. You have to have a logical way on how to combine your information, your trading system, and all these things together to come up with your own theory. Why are you doing this and not someone else? So I don't give a shit about what other traders are doing. If every trader somehow says, oh, for sure, I talked to friend number 1, friend number 2, what the fuck is this, friend number 3, and they all say, no, we're all selling. If I see a buy, I'm gonna buy. I don't give a shit what other people say. I need to do what I think I need to do, because if not, I'm not gonna learn trading. Because trading is, you see a lot of things, the chart, the news, the sentiment, the indexes, all of these things, right? And that's how you come up with your own thesis, why to do and buy something. Why can I not? Okay. And so I always ask myself the question, am I biased? So do I have an unbiased opinion? If yes, I enter the trade. Okay? So mental state, am I focused? Do I have time right now to take good decision? Am I rushing? Sometimes we enter trades because we like on a hurry and we're like, fuck, I don't have time, but I need to enter this trade, but oh shit, like I didn't really do the analysis, I don't remember. You rush yourself. Then don't enter the trade. Okay? Don't enter the trade. And I'll give you a last one. I give you one last one, okay? And that's the ultimate secret. That's the, normally you need to pay me money for that secret, okay? So, just kidding. So, top VIP secret hidden tip, which is bigger SL, less trading. Okay, and it sounds very stupid, but that's one of the biggest advice I got for you guys. Use a bigger stop loss and trade less. Wait, I'm not on elite yet. Okay, wait. Top VIP, only elite package secret, okay? No, just kidding, guys. But you guys need to understand that the biggest secret is 2 small SLs and less trading. So I personally do swing trading and I trade very little. If I trade 5 trades a month, it's already a lot. Okay? So when you trade, yes, you are learning it. It depends on your phase. You guys are learning trading. So trade as much as possible. Just trade. But if you want to become profitable, remember me saying bigger stop losses. That's why I do swing trading, which is a more long-term trading. I have very big stop losses. Very big stop losses. Okay? And less trading. Okay? And I got some more stuff that I want to give the ones quickly that are smart in trading and are already profitable. Who's a profitable trader already? And there shouldn't be a lot. There should not be a lot right now. Who's a profitable trader right now? So let's say who makes more money than he's losing with trading right now. Put it in the chat. Who's a profitable trader? Do we have more profitable traders on this call? Sometimes I risk. Okay. So normally you say profitable trader after a year. If you have a consistent at least 1 year record or 2 years record, that's when they say you are a profitable trader. But that's okay. Who knows how to trade and makes profits? Yes or no in the chat? Or basically just yes if you do. Because that's more for the profitable ones. Okay. And for the ones that trade crypto. Okay. I'll do it very quickly. I know I see some people here that I know their stories and how much money they make with trading. Okay. Got it. So I'll give you a little secret about leverage trading, and that's more like for the people again that know trading now. For the ones that don't know trading, it's going to be a little bit complicated, but I'll make it very easy. Imagine what I do in crypto trading is imagine you open a position in Bitcoin or whatever with the SK system. You have a buying zone and then you enter. Okay. And then price goes up and you move your stop loss to break even. Okay, that's anything you should always do anyways. Move your stop loss as soon as possible to break even if the market has gone up a little bit. Okay. And then once you open the position, once you put the position stop loss into break even, you can actually now choose leverage and buy another position with 10%, for example. So let's say I open Bitcoin US dollar as I did here with 1x leverage. Okay. Then once I can move my stop loss to break even and price comes into a re-entry, okay, in SK system, then I just open another Bitcoin position with, let's say, 10% of the whole account, and now I use leverage. Because now my open trade is gonna adjust to the media, to the average of buying where I bought my entry and where I want to rebuy, and it's gonna take the middle. And if the middle is still below your stop loss, then it means you are increasing your risk, but risk free, because if the zero goes to zero, you go to zero. I know it's very complicated, and if you are new, it's not complicated actually. It's just complicated. It's just complicated to understand it for the first time. Okay, and if you are new, you won't understand it, and you don't need to understand. But for the ones that know about trading, only works in crypto trading. If I open a position with 1x, okay, and then I move my stop loss to break even, okay, and once I move my stop loss to break even and price is up and I want to re-enter, okay, I will show you guys here. So this is Bitcoin. I enter here. This is my entry, okay? So basically like this. So this is my entry over here, okay? This is my entry. Now the price goes up, activates the sequence for the ones that know SK system, and then comes back for a re-entry. And I want to enter here again. My stop loss is here. So now I can move my stop loss, okay, because I'm very much in profit. All of this black lag here, I'm in profit. So what I can do is I can move my stop loss to break even, and I can buy another position. I buy another position of Bitcoin, but this time with leverage. So my entry of my trade is going to be adjusted to the middle, the difference in between my last entry and my new entry. Okay, so somewhere over here, the difference, it's going to be in the average, the middle of my first entry, which is this one, and my new entry. Now the problem is a little bit that my current position, this is my stop loss, this is my new entry. So I have, let's say, $100 in profit, but this is now my new entry, okay? So if it comes back here, I lose my whole position, zero, because I need to adjust my stop loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my stop loss into profit. Okay, but just bear with me 1 second, then you will understand. So I adjust my stop loss. Bro, let me choose the red color. I adjust my stop loss to here, to this, okay? But now what is the potential? Because now I am in a trade with leverage 5x or 10x, and market continues to go up. What happens now? Now I'm trading this very position with a 10x leverage. You know what I mean? But I'm not risking anything anymore. And let's say I do this every time. It takes some patience. But let's say every time the price comes back down to correct, I do it again. Okay? And I always increase my leverage. And if the position goes to zero, it goes to zero. But the potential, if the price goes up another 5%, is now then I'm in with 5 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 60 leverage. So leverage trading is actually not what people think it is. It is not you open a position with a lot of leverage. It is you start with 1x and you increase the leverage going up. Because here the same thing. 80% of people lose money in leverage trading. But the ones that understand for what leverage actually is, it is to leverage your position once you are in break even. You know? I don't know if it was too much. But these are all the secrets I can give you. So for the ones that are profitable traders in crypto trading, think about it. And for the ones that one day are profitable, maybe go back to this recording and watch it. Because this is some shit no one tells you. No crypto YouTuber, no one tells you this. This is like stuff that people don't know. And unfortunately, there's many people that know, but they just don't tell people. Because that's how they are profitable and make money. But the good thing is we have a community. So with that being said, guys, I see you at the events. If not, I'm not going to give you any trading value anymore. I'm going to just keep all the secrets to myself and make the money for myself. So with that being said, see you guys. Stay safe. Ciao, ciao, and Slava TPR.